All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Creative Mind. This is our second episode that we do live. As you guys can see, got my coffee. And today we have two guests. Well, technically one right now. We're still waiting for the other one. And it's going to be a really cool conversation about our artistic journey. So, yeah, if you have something to drink, just kick back, get comfy, and should be a pretty dope episode. Now, before I introduce our guest, I want to let you guys know that this is very much freestyled, right? So there might be some hiccups here and there, but it's all part of the process. We're learning, but overall, it's just to be here for you guys, for the creatives. We want to empower, give insights, all that good stuff, and just overall have a good vibe. So, Joyce, let's bring you up. What's going on?
Hi. Hello.
Hello. First of all, thank you for doing this. I know being on video, doing something live stream can be pretty intimidating, but just be yourself. If you don't, if you want to just like kind of take pauses from time to time, get your thoughts together. That's totally normal. As you guys can see, I'm still very much new to this. I'm actually a terrible like spokesperson, so this is something I had to like overcome. But it's just overall, how you doing today? How's everything?
Doing good. A little nervous.
Yeah.
I'm like DMing Blinks. Like, where are you?
You're like, I need help,
Yeah,
assistance,
send
hello,
help.
backup.
Send help.
And I did
It's
see
long.
you sent me a message about the link, and like I said, I have no clue. Like I've been looking for it right now, so we
I
can like
figured it
send it
out.
out, and I don't know where it's at. Like
I
so.
just I just copied the Twitter one, so I think we're good.
Oh yeah, yeah, that could potentially work. True. Um,
Okay, Blinks is asking how do I join?
so tell her that Jay sent her the link.
Um,
Um,
let me see.
yeah, so to check, I sent them both the guest link.
Can I
Okay.
just send her the same link you sent me?
Yes, that should work.
Okay.
And then I believe Jay just sent it again, so she should get it from two people. Like I said, guys, this is still very new, but we will get the hang of it. But yeah, I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to be here on a Friday. These always start off the vibe for like the weekend. It kind of shifts and gives inspiration. And I don't know. Every time I do these, I leave feeling motivated to like keep on going. So I hope this will do the same for you, Joyce, and then for Hyblinxx as well. I'm with like my talented, incredible, super homies. Like you guys are just insane. Joyce, you're absolute beast. I hope you know that, by the way. Like, dude, you're insane. I was looking at your guys' sites, because I want to pull it up when we're talking to kind of show people your guys' work, and I'm just like blown away every single time.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Are you still sending Hyblinxx to stuff, or are you good to go?
Um, I sent her the stuff. I'm just like stalling until she'll
She's
show.
like,
Just
now we'll
kidding.
get into it, because I think oh,
This
is
is
she
here.
here? Oh, she's here. I'm here. Okay, let me activate you. I'm backstage. You can like I told Joyce, you have the option to put a PFP, like if you're not ready video wise, and then you can join that way, and then you can always toggle it on and off. So for right now, she's just a gray screen, but cool. She's here. She made it. Awesome. Um, Let me go ahead and add the first question for everybody. And like I said, for the most part, this is going to be freestyled. So I do have like some questions and notes here where I think we can take the conversation. But just overall, I guess we're going to kind of just share stories or insights, and then maybe we can share like opinions about certain things, you know what I mean? And kind of just as a collective group. I think that'll be fun. So yeah. Uh, I guess we'll start with you, Joyce. Where are you, by the way, right now?
I'm at home. I'm based in Washington, about like 20 minutes away from Portland.
Okay. And like I was telling her, she has like a really cool setup. I definitely need to get some plants going on behind me. I feel like it's very dead right here in this space.
Yeah, I think that corner could definitely use like
Right? Like
big
something like
green.
sprouting right here.
Yeah, I think
What do
Blinks
you
also has a lot of
what do
plants.
you recommend, by the way? Something like indoorsy that not too much maintenance because I have a lot going on, so I don't want
Um,
to plant.
the monsteras are easy
Yeah.
and they look really nice. And once they're like over a year old, they start getting these really
Wow,
cool
that's really
fenestration.
pretty.
But yeah, they're easy and pretty hard to kill. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, I think she's good. Blinks. I'm backstage again. Okay, let me know when you're good to go, and then I guess I'll activate you. I'll add you to the stream. So I hope she can hear this, by the way. Okay, she's good. Blinks is going to be activated in three, two, one. Yay! Um, you're still a gray rectangle, miss. Um, Let me see. I can hear you. Okay, she can hear us. Um, yeah, I wish I can be better help with like technical stuff on this side of things, but I don't know.
Maybe enable camera and microphone on the browser.
Yeah, yeah, because I was muted earlier, so I just needed to unmute my microphone, and then I mean camera is just connected. Okay, well, while she figures that out, we can go ahead into like the first segment, which is obviously the question I have pinned up right there. And then we can start with you, Joyce, since you're here. Um, what does it truly mean to embark on an artistic journey for you? Like, what do you think?
Ooh,
It can be based on like your own experience of it, or kind of like the idea of it. I don't know. It's just a question.
I think for me, there's like no starting point or like an end point. It's just kind of is. Because I've been like doing art or using art as an outlet to express myself and my emotions ever since I can remember. Um, so I guess that counts as like that's as soon as I popped into this world, I kind of embarked on my journey. Oh, Place is gone again. Um,
She'll figure it out. I got faith.
okay, cool. And but yeah, so I think it's a never ending journey of self discovery, just like kind of like us growing up, growing into our bodies and getting to know ourselves. And to me, art is that way. Just like
Yeah,
art to me is a journey.
yeah. I I definitely see what you mean. I mean, I guess that's like the natural intuitive way of like embarking on this journey, right? Because I feel like a lot of us, it's not like we were born and we're like, oh, we choose to be artists. It's like it kind of just happens naturally over time. So yeah, it's definitely the one way that it happens. And I think from I think the point where I was trying to make with this question was more so from like the once that already happens, like the natural side of things, they're like, oh, this is what I really like to do. I guess when we take it to professional side, right? Of it, like, let me embark on this artistic journey that is also like a career. Um, so for you, Joyce, what was that like? You know, when you kind of made that that switch, sort of, so to speak?
Like going from just personal art and into like professional.
Yeah, like when you're like, you know what, like this is I'm gonna make money doing this, and or that, or I'm just gonna figure it out because I want to do this for the rest of my life. And obviously, being an adult, you have bills to pay, you have expenses, so you need to figure it out, right? So, like, how did that transition look like for you on your artistic journey from that point, right? Like that switch.
Right. So growing up, I was always drawing, right? And I would like do little doodles and like gift it out to people. But um, I think it was around end of high school when everybody was applying to colleges and figuring out what they want to do in life. I was
Hmm.
like, oh damn, maybe I should be applying to those colleges too, like like all of the normal kids. But so I applied to a bunch of colleges, but all got shut down. Except for the art schools I applied to, I got like scholarships, and so I think that was the point for me um, that I realized, oh, maybe I can do this as a living. Because growing up, I was always told by adults in. So I grew up in Asia. Sorry for jumping around, but
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm originally from Taiwan, and growing up, I was always told like if you want to become an artist, you're gonna end up starving like under a bridge. So you should do something more academic, like become a lawyer or a doctor or things like that. But anyway, so I got into art school, went to Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, and there I was studying illustration for entertainment and later closer to graduation years, sorry, closer to graduation, I switched to studying motion design. And so that school is like very specialized. They basically train you, try to give you as many tools as possible to make you successful in the industry. So I felt like I was very equipped and prepared to start working. So I honestly didn't have too much time to think about the switch really, because it was just like, oh, got into school, and then it's 24 hours for 4.5 years nonstop, just drawing, drawing, drawing. Be like, I need to get better, I need to get better,
Damn.
I need to have a good portfolio so I can get a job. So it was always that uh, drive and trying to like move towards the goal of having a job. So it wasn't until I started freelancing here and there at different motion studios, and eventually found the studio I'm currently Oddfellows. It's a this yeah illustrative motion kind of studio that I had a moment to kind of settle, be like, oh wow, I'm making money with drawing. That's insane. That's just insanity. And I tell myself of that every day. I'm like, I'm getting paid to draw. Yeah, it's still pretty crazy to me.
You can never get used to it, huh? It's still like surreal
Yeah,
from time to time. But
yeah,
damn. I would like Oh, how was that school, by the way, in Pasadena?
it was great.
Yeah?
It was very much a workaholic school.
Oh,
Um,
guess what? Sorry to cut you off. I think Blinks is finally ready.
yes, finally,
Sit down.
thank God.
Um, oh, and then we have Jay here as well. Like, oh, that's right. We can have him here kind of like doing background work in case somebody needs help. Um, okay, Blinks. Last time you hopped on, I actually saw your face. So not sure if you toggled off your video. Um, oh, okay. Apparently she's restarting her computer, but yeah, she was on earlier. let me just turn off for now. Once I see your face blinks on the side, I'll go ahead and like activate you. And then Joyce, I think once she comes in, we'll do like a proper introduction for like the audience of like who we are, what we do, and I think maybe one of our like biggest accomplishments that we've done thus far as being a creative. And it's not to like boast, but I think it's like a good way to, you know, let people know what type of things are possible when it comes to being a creator, because I feel like a lot of us are truly very humble because we know we have a blessing doing what we do, and sometimes I feel like not that we undersell, but we tend to like kind of like hide certain accomplishments and not really like say them out loud. And I think the people really need to know and hear these things of like, yo, I did this, or like I accomplished that, or whatever, because it kind of like inspires them, you know. And I think under the right context, the right vibe, it can be helpful instead of just like, you know, I mean, like showing off, I guess. So think about that. Think about like your accomplishment that you want to tell people once Hyblinxx comes in, and then I think we can go ahead and like shift to like the group style of this episode. Um, so yeah, sorry Hyblinxx, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it gets figured out. Um, but yeah, I guess I'll go and I'll share my side of what I think it truly means to embark on artistic journey. And I think Joyce, what you said was really dope about like the organic way of finding that. And I think I'll add on to it by saying it means going into a place where you don't really know what the outcome is going to be. It's like kind of walking towards the unknown. At least that's what it felt like to me, because I knew art was something that I was like engraved in me and I love to do, but I also knew like I had no fucking clue where to take this. You know, I'd have no book of like do this, this, and that, and you'll make it, or like you follow this path and you're gonna end up here. Like I just like I can draw, I can paint, and like cool, let's just go into the world. You know, so from my perspective, I want to say it's kind of like really being fearless of being fearful, because there's a lot of fear when you go into the unknown. Obviously, you're walking into like this area that you have no experience in, and it can be very terrifying. And so I think in those moments, you know, embarking in an artistic journey means that you trust yourself. You trust yourself enough to go into this place that you're gonna make it somehow, right? Or you're just gonna, I don't know. I guess at some point, if you find like it's not what you want to do, you can always switch. But at the end of the day, I feel like you need to go all in. You know, so for me, it's those two things: is going into the unknown, and then going all in. That's what it means to embark an artistic journey. Blink, she's here. Wow. Okay, let me go ahead and bring her up. Joyce, you've been saved.
Oh, thank
Hi.
God, you
Can you
made
guys hear
it.
me?
Oh, I'm
Yep,
so
you're good.
happy to see.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. I was trying to use Firefox and apparently that is not what you should use for this program.
You know
So
what?
don't use
I am
Firefox.
sorry.
Right. At
I
least
should
not
let you
for
guys know. Yeah. My bad. That's my bad.
oh, no worries. No worries at all. Hi, glad to
Dude,
be
this is
here. I'm
so
glad to
cool. We got what's up? We got the whole gang here. This is awesome. Wow. I'm like, let me just take this moment in real quick. Hold on.
Joyce, oh my god, your office is so pretty.
Right? That's what I said. I was like, look at her plants, yo. She's like
Oh,
so, I don't know, such a cool vibe. You
I
look
love
hella
it.
comfy.
I am. I'm in an Airbnb in Seattle. So
Oh,
Oh, no way.
yeah.
Nice.
So
What are you
I'm
doing
just
there?
chilling. I am visiting friends and really just eating a lot of food. Joyce, if you're free, I'm here till Wednesday, so let me
oh
know.
man.
But
Okay.
if you're not, I totally understand. I just like popped up in the same state all of a sudden.
I
She's like,
think
oh man.
Seattle is like 2.5 hours from me.
Oh, well, like, I could come to you. We have a rental car. Like,
There you go.
Oh,
Dang, that would be awesome. Have you guys? Would
so
this
yeah,
be the
yeah,
first time you
message
guys
me.
meet?
Yeah, it'd be the first time that we've met because like I
Whoa,
didn't make it to Breakpoint.
me neither.
Ah!
I
Yeah,
know. It looks so
yeah.
cool. I had FOMO for sure.
Dude, it looked like so much fun, and then everybody was like tagging everybody. I was like, okay,
Yeah, right. It's like, I don't
okay.
want to look. But dope, man. I'm glad everybody can make it. Like I was saying, Joyce, I think this would be a good time to kind of like reintroduce ourselves to the audience, kind of tell them who we are, what we do, and like one big accomplishment that we've done being an artist or a creator. So, who wants to go first?
oops.
Cool. All right. Hi, my name's Lyko. I am an artist. I'm a fine artist, and I've been doing this full time for like 4 years now. Before that, I was a graffiti artist. Always been a troublemaker, and one of my biggest accomplishments was, I guess, selling my highest piece. It went to a club in Boston for like $35,000. So that was pretty crazy.
Dang!
Yeah, that
Whoa.
was wild. Yeah, it
Awesome.
was crazy. Surreal, super pressured moment. I remember like it took me like 3 months to paint it, and I was like freaking out midway. I was just like, "Yo, should I start over?" Like total just mind fuck. But yeah, that's me. So,
Dude, that's sick.
Joyce, you're
Oh,
next.
hi, I'm Joyce. I am an artist and I work in the motion industry. And what else? I like plants and I like cats. My biggest accomplishment. Sorry, I know. I know
You're
this is so
good.
hard. I feel like it's not like one big one, but just like a lot of small achievements and milestones for me. Um, so I think the fact that I'm still here noodling is a pretty big achievement.
Uh, that's facts. That's for sure. The
Hell
fact
yeah.
that we're all here still creating is kind of insane. It's also a blessing. But yeah, I like that. That's cool. Um, Blinks.
Hi. Hold on. Switch it. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, you're good. Your
Dope.
audio is actually amazing.
Thanks. I switched it
Yeah.
to my headphones because it just made it easier. But hi, I'm Blanks. I'm a digital illustrator, and I've been illustrating for ever, it seems like, but at least the last 10 years. And let's see, my biggest accomplishment. You're right, this is difficult. Um,
I know because all you guys have like plenty, so just pick
oh
one.
no,
Just
no,
pick
this is
one.
more like I just feel like a lot of my biggest accomplishments aren't even my art stuff. I feel like it's most of my like I've been going through a lot of like personal growth and stuff the past 4 or 5 years, and just honestly just being here is like my biggest accomplishment. I know that Joyce just said that, but like truly like I don't know, just been through a lot of shit the last couple of years, so I'm just really glad to be here and be able to like pay my bills with my art. That's honestly my biggest accomplishment. Like I'm surprised that I'm able to do it and so grateful. Oh my god.
Um, Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, that's why I think it's very important for us to kind of continuing to connect because I understand that to the public it might seem like, oh wow, they're artists, they get paid to paint and like draw, but it's like, bro, if only you knew what that comes with on the backside, like it's so stressful and like there's so much pressure all the time, and it's just like at the same time I feel like we're a persona, to the public as well, and so like doing that as well, it's so much time and energy, and it's just constantly sucking. It's just like always just sucking out stuff, and it's just like, damn, dude. I mean, like, this is cool, but like, fuck, it's a lot, you know? So I always tell people, especially like new people who are kind of like dabbling, want to see what it's like to actually be a full-time artist. I always tell them, like, yo, bro, like, you need to understand what that comes with. You know, it's like, it's a lot. And every single person's journey is so different, by the way. But there's certain things that we have in, like, um, we can kind of like, what's the word, relate to, you know, even though the journeys are different, there's a lot of stuff that we can connect with and understand each other, you know. And one of the
Mhm.
things is that, like, we're talking about earlier, it's a journey, right? It's the artistic journey of being like, yo, I'm gonna do this full time, or like, I'm just gonna make it happen somehow. And so kind of tell us about that, Blinks, from your side of things, like how that felt, right, when you were like, yo, this is my artistic journey and this is it, you know. Like I don't know what was that like for you, because I feel like we're all kind of
Mhm.
like super 100% into this, and so kind of maybe share that side of things a little bit.
Yeah, before I joined Web3, like 2 oh my god, 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in February. Um, but before that, I'd always used my creativity on, like, other people's dreams, projects, things,
Mm.
and my output was always judged based off of how other people perceived it, and it got pretty toxic for me. And I went to school for drawing and painting. I have a BFA in drawing and painting, and I it just kind of like sucked the soul out of what I was creating. Cause like I was working in advertising. So like I wasn't exactly making anything that was like changing people's minds or like inspiring people. I was selling people stuff, which isn't bad. Like great career, but it definitely just didn't gel with what I wanted my art to do, especially if my name is on it. So I came to Solana out of a move of desperation slash inspiration, because I was like, I'm desperate to get out of the corporate art field, and I am so inspired to like make my own creative world. And one of my once I came to Solana, I just kind of was like, this is exactly where I want to be. It's where I need to be. However, like the path on Solana hasn't been straight whatsoever. Like I even came into Solana specifically being a creative service artist. So I would draw what people wanted. I'd see what was happening in the space, and I would like use my skills to like basically play in the same sandbox with everybody else and get them to notice me. And that worked really well last year. And then I tried to, well, I did, but like I made my own project. I have the Hoodlums, and then I also have my Genesis series and like a bunch of other stuff because I'm ADD and chaotic. Like my collections are going to be just like there's going to be a bajillion of them. Like that's just what it is. Like I'm not going to hold myself back because I did that in corporate and it's not nice. But like I don't know, I created series, and I actually created my own work, so I was really proud of it. But then we're in a space where during the bull run, it was very much a like number go up. Every piece you come out with should be
Yeah.
selling for higher, and like it really got to me and scared me and really like twisted how I was releasing artwork, and it wasn't as natural, and I burnt out. And I had some other like little issues where I was realizing that like I wasn't communicating the way that I wanted to, and I was letting the space change what I wanted from my art, and I had to take a really big step back and around like June and really define if what I was making in all of my collections was exactly what I wanted out there. And also, was I making it in a way where I didn't care what it would sell for, which is what would keep me making. So I jumped back into Morning Mints, which is like my weekly project where I put out like one soul pieces. Like they were supposed to be sketches, but like I can't just sketch things if I'm gonna sell it. Like I Like, I will draw and, like, render out the entire thing, like, I can't help it. So, yeah, oh my god. Ah,
Um,
I can't look at my own
oh shit.
colors.
Oops. Hold on. I'm like trying to figure this out. Give me a second. Because you're talking about
You're
morning
fine.
mints, and I wanted to
Yeah,
like show it.
if you go to
Um,
series
e-
actually, the first 2 are morning mints.
the first two, right?
Yeah, the Pokemon ones.
Here, we'll go into the series real quick. There we go. Okay. All right.
So these are pieces that, like, just keep me drawing and, like, keep me active and putting myself out there because a lot of my Genesis pieces are really, like, hard to make, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, I end up diving through, like, really deep emotional stuff and then try to, like, express it in like, in a very detailed piece, and it takes me a long time to do them, and it takes me a long time to be happy with them. So, I wanted to still be active in the Solana space and, like, kinda put out more, like, stuff that is using other people's IP, but, like, mixing my IP into it. So, I did a bunch of, like, Ghibli pieces where I fit Blinks and her Inklings into the Ghibli universes, and then I just, like, explored my characters pretty much, and I don't know, had a fun time. And I was really excited that people were excited to get stuff weekly from me. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just rambling, but, like, that's been my
No, you're
journey
good.
so far. It's, like, figuring out what pace of creating works for me and, like, trying to ignore the expectations of the space so that I can keep going.
Yeah.
Kitty! Oh my god.
Oh, the kitty
Kitty!
made an appearance. Hello. Who's
Oh my
that?
god, so cute.
Is that a
This
boy or
is
girl?
this is a girl. We have two. Her name is Ella.
Oh, Ella.
Wow.
So
So
cute.
cute.
Is she a Bengal cat?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Nice.
they are
Nice.
so loud. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No,
It's
you're
just not.
good.
There cat
Um,
interruptions are always welcome.
right? It's like without a doubt. I think it's really cool what you're doing, Blinks. I mean, the fact that your whole series and like your character, like everything, you're able to bounce from like idea to idea and still kind of tie everything together is it's so amazing. I think you figured it out for yourself, right? Like how you create, and it just shows. I mean, you're even these morning mints, like they look simple but very complex at the same time, right? It's like with your shadowing, your highlights, your small attention to detail with like your the way you shadow, right? Like you use um kind of like a what is the dot method? Like, I don't even know what it's
Oh,
called,
yeah. I
right?
use, like, halftones and, like, yeah, textures to shadow things and kinda basically push the shadowing with, like if I didn't have any color in it, you could still, like, understand where the curvature of objects are and stuff. Basically, I draw everything like it could be a coloring book page, but,
Mhm.
like, it's just not.
And then I heard
But
you talk before about like limiting your color palette and kind of
yeah.
like pushing yourself that way. So it pushes you towards like being more creative on the shadow, the highlights, like the composition side of things.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, my color palette, like I picked my color palette based off of the colors that I like, and then which is just like if you actually went into color theory, there's a lot wrong with my color palette. Like if you like, if you took one of my pieces and you just like tinted it grayscale, you'd be like, "Oh wow, the depth is gone." But it's kind of intentional.
that's
Like
interesting. I didn't think about that.
yeah, like it's kind of intentional. Like I love that my artwork doesn't work the same without color. Like, it's important to me that, like, I can make my pieces as vivid as I want to, and, like, I don't think I would be the same artist without digital art, honestly, because the things that I can do and the worlds that I can create and the effects that I can create are just, like, what keeps it interesting for me and what makes
Yeah.
me, like, keep going, and, ugh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
No,
talking to Wetico
honestly.
the other day about, like,
Uh-huh.
doing physicals, and I was like, "I don't even know if I can do physicals
You
anymore
can.
now
You
that I'm
definitely
so
can.
deep into digital." Like
Yeah. Honestly, all right, the way you feel about physicals is kind of like the way I feel about digitals. It's just like there's like this block of like resistance when it comes to digitals for me because I'm so used to being open and free with physicals
Mhm.
that when I need to make digitals, I have to sit down and kind of like tighten myself up like this. And I start to get like antsy after like 30 minutes, yo. And I'm just like, oh, and I need like to get up, walk, go to the gym, and then come back, and it's like, all right, another session. I don't know why. I don't know
That is
why. Like,
me with
do you guys
physicals.
not feel that way?
With physicals, I look at the blank page and I'm like, "I know what I wanna do." But this is just a dip into my psyche.
Yeah.
Like, I look at the blank page, I'm like, "I know what I wanna do. I know what I want this to look like in the end. I don't know
Uh,
if I can do it." And number 2, I know the amount of mistakes that I'm gonna make, and they're just gonna be so freaking evident that no one's gonna be able to see what I was trying to do, and all they're gonna see is, like, my
that's so
mess.
crazy, yo. Like, I feel the exact same way, just like opposite. I know what I want to do. It's just how do I get there? But when it comes to
Mhm.
physicals, I'm like, oh, mistake, cover it up, blah blah blah. Like, I already know exactly what to do.
I'm
Like,
just like,
easy.
"Mistake,
Yeah, yeah.
undo, undo, undo."
What about you,
Like,
Joyce? Like, how do you feel when you do digital works? Like, do you not feel like after a certain time you just kind of like so constrained, or I don't know. That's how I feel.
digital is
I,
such a wide pool, like,
yeah,
do so much.
yeah. I've been working in digital for so long, it just feels natural to me now. Like I haven't touched pencil, paper for probably like a good 2 years now. And I tried the other day because I have all these like art supplies. Yeah, like art supplies back there and like in my garage, and I just like, okay, I want to draw something on the paper, and took it out. And I'm like, uh,
Where to start?
yeah. I'm like, I need my Command Z.
That's
And
wild, yo.
Dude, the
That
amount of
is,
times that I've, like, drawn an outline on my iPad and then, like, used a tracing app
oh
to,
my
like,
god, yeah.
transfer it to paper so I could at least start with something I'm happy with in a physical. I do it all the time because 'cause I'm just like, I
damn.
yeah,
That's
I don't know if I
crazy.
could do just,
Because
like, a sketch.
like both of you guys' style, right? I feel like if it was translated to physical, it would be like just absolutely insane. Because I look at you guys' stuff, right? I'm like, yo, like I can already envision it, right, on a canvas that like the way it is. I'm like, dude, the way I can make it, you know what I mean? It's just it'll just be mind blowing. So I'll always kind of like push towards that side, like, yo, you guys should try, like I'll give you tips, I have some stuff for y'all, like to make it easier, less restriction, but because I don't know, it's insane. I think for me, the problem isn't so much kind of like what I want to do. It's just when I'm talking about restraint of like feeling enclosed, I'm talking about like energy, right? So it's like I have like this built up energy when I create. And if I can't get it out fast enough with my work, it starts to like overpile and I start to get like anxiety, like heavy, like I need to just burst it out. So that's what I'm talking about. I have like this time limit when I have to do digital stuff because after a certain amount of time, and if it's not coming out fluidly, like I get very like antsy. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why, but yeah, that's my experience with digital stuff. It's a pain. It hurts me.
I love how, like, whatever process you use is like it's created to like get you to release that energy the most natural way for you. So like I think it's so funny that in this space we like everybody should try digital and everybody should try physical, but
Yeah,
there is no reason, there's no need that anybody should worry about like actually being good at everything. Like I'm
Yeah.
okay with me just like I play in physical, but it's gonna be very rare if I ever sell a physical piece because like for me, it's easier for me to get my deep stuff out through digital and then physical is playing around and making cards and stuff and like working on other people's projects, other people's
Yeah.
physical projects because it's like I love that energy, that like creative energy of like painting with other people and like really like diving into a project with other people. And when I do that, I don't really care about the outcome as much. I just care about the like experience of creating it, which is why I fucking love working with Wetico because
Oh
working on
yeah.
physical stuff
He's a
with him is just
beast.
like seriously, but also like he's just so like chill about the process of creating that like I don't feel like he has expectations on like what it's going to look like at the end. And that's where
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, we're actually playing, we're actually like trying out new techniques and figuring things out. And I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not going to be
He
my bread and
seems to
butter.
be very fluid with this process, right? Like it's just kind of like
Dude,
free flow. It's just coming out.
yeah. Like I don't he creates so consistently. It's insane. Okay, you were showing Joyce's artwork. We
Yeah,
should
I
go
was
back
gonna
to
pull it
that.
up next because we got to talk about it, Joyce. We got to talk about this.
Yes.
Like, take a look at
Oh
this.
my god, it's so good.
Like, what in the f, yo? Like,
Seriously, like just
it's
fucking
just.
insane. That one's I
That
own
one
that one.
Can we just like take a moment to talk about this, Joyce? Because this is just out of this world. Like, where do you even start? Like, man,
Where do you get off making something this
right? Like, look
cool?
at this.
Like what the get out of here.
I actually had someone come up to me that I met for the first time and be like, "Hey, do you do drugs?" Because like, um, but
That's damn. Wait, do you though? Do you?
no, no,
No.
I don't
Okay.
feel like weed. Yeah, I feel like I'm just
I
naturally
mean,
high, you know.
There you go. High
there
on
you go. It's just your range, yo. Like, we're looking at these complex, insane pieces, right? And then we go to like the more uh simpler stuff, but it's still Joyce like heavily, right? And there's still like this feeling towards every single piece. It's like that's not easy to do, especially with like very limited uh like use of character or shape and color. Like this is just it's really cool. Like look at these cute little critters. They all have
They're
like
just
their own
like, oh,
personality.
they're just so cute. Like I love the art that you've been like minting, like the stuff that you share. Also, I love the difference between the two because like I look at the look at the critters and I'm just like these make me like think that this is what Joyce's brain is like when she's just like
Yeah.
at peace and like vibing. And then like the deeper pieces, I'm like, this is Joyce's brain during an epiphany, and she's just
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Ah!"
Ah, yeah.
yeah. That's actually exactly how it is. And like earlier when you were talking about like doing work for other people and doing work for yourself and just like putting your emotions into things, I like relate so much. Um, but yeah, these like I feel like I have a little bit of ADHD when it comes to styles. Like I can't just do
It's
one thing
it's
just
funny
really
because I think they all are like, as much as like they do look different, like you can see you in every
Yeah.
single one of them. Like,
Mm,
things.
yeah, like you
I
have a
agree.
style. It is in every single piece. Like there's
It
also
just
just the way
it's
that you
just
draw
Joyce,
characters that
right?
I'm
Like
just
you can
like,
just
oh yeah,
tell.
that's a choice character. Like,
Mhm.
What?
yep.
I wonder what it is. I don't know, but I think a lot of times when I'm creating, I try to like target into one emotion or like one core idea and kind of like mood and emotion and things around it. And these critters, it's exactly like Blink says. It's me when I want to take a break, when I just want to do something fun and make myself laugh and hopefully make other people laugh. Um, And whereas the bigger pieces, it's like hours of just in the zone and really thinking and like just feel it, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, and these are like my work stuff, like work for other people. Yeah.
Damn, it's just
See,
all really
like,
sick.
you're like classically trained.
Yeah, dude, yo, you got skills, yo. This is
It's like,
you got tools,
this is the type of stuff that I was like, when I was an art director, I would be like searching for people like this. Like, oh my God, you can do
right?
so much.
Right away. Like, look at this, yo. This is
Fucking insane. It's insane. Like,
yeah. No,
you
hats
could
off to you,
literally
Joyce.
mint like anything you've made, and I'd buy it.
Oh no, too kind. Too kind.
This is
No,
I
and
really
you're
love this
humble. Like,
piece,
stop being humble. Like, you should you
It's
should just
the
like walk around like I'm the shit because you are.
it's the imposter syndrome, you
right?
know? When you're, especially online, you see so many amazing work all the time, and you can't help but compare yourself with other people.
Yours is like literally at the same fucking level. Like yours is at the level where I like find your work and I'm just like, excuse me, I'm gonna go like throw away my computer because I don't even know how she made this. And I would just like an ounce of that. Like your work is amazing, Joyce. I'm always gonna tell you it's amazing
Yeah.
because it is.
Thank you.
And one of the things like I will say about myself is I've come to learn I have really good taste in art. And when I came to Blinx's stuff first, I believe I saw your stuff first, Blinx. It was like the hoodlum stuff. I was just kind of like, dude, what is going on here? Like,
Aw.
this is crazy, you know? And then I did like a deep dive. I went deeper and I was like, yo, this person is just on a whole nother level, right? And then I saw Joyce's stuff a few months after that. And then
And
again,
your
I had that, like the same
brain melted.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
Like
the same vibe, the same feeling. It was just like I wasn't like comparing both, but I was just like, yo, she's it in her world, and then like she's it in her world, and like I'm just blown away, yo. Like, this is just absolutely insane. Um,
yeah, like
I feel like you
okay.
guys are, as long as you guys don't stop, you guys are gonna go and do whatever it is that you want to do, right? When it comes to your guys' work. And so I'm kind of just here, like, as like a friend, kind of like, just saying, yo, keep going type of thing.
Whatever. Like you're like
For real
goals.
though, for
You're like
real.
selling art in real life. Like you're fucking killing
Yeah,
it.
but that comes with a lot of like, I'd say when it comes to that world and that side of things, I'd say the art is like 30% of everything,
Mm,
and the other part is like the personality, right? How good are you with people?
mhm,
How easy are you able to connect and kind of like position yourself in certain things, right? Because it's a lot of like being put on the spot type of thing, and I'm very good with that. I'm very good with people, like in person. I'm very confident, but I think that is what helped me get there, because I know like Mart's dope, but it's like, bro, it's not your guys' art. You know what I mean? It's like this is just absolutely insane. And the fact that I'm able to
shut up.
do what I'm doing, like producing the work that I'm producing, it just goes to show that it's like a little bit of
Oop, you cut out for me. Or did I cut out?
Yeah, same. I can't hear anymore.
Oop.
Huh? Wait, I can still hear Blinks though.
Yeah. I just can't hear
No,
like
I can't hear you. Your microphone stopped glowing.
oh yeah, the microphone's not glowing anymore. Good catch. Let's troubleshoot this together.
Ah, there we go.
Hey. Oh,
No, still no.
still
It's
can't hear.
glowing now though.
It's glowing, but it's not
Yeah, I still can't
working.
hear. Nope.
I'm back.
Oh
There we
hey.
go.
There we go.
Yay.
Okay, cool. Um, Dude, it's almost already an hour. Isn't that crazy? Like,
Right?
it just blows by so fast. There is a second question that I want to ask you guys. Here, let me pull it up
Yeah.
to the front. So, share a moment when you guys broke the rules. Now, it can be about anything, but obviously, since it's like the creative mind about art, I guess we'll do about that, right? Like, share a moment where you broke the rules that either helped your artwork or just yourself in general in that process. We'll start with
Ooh,
Blinks.
broke the rules. Okay, so I don't know if this is like, it's not really a rule. It's more like broke my own rule. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah,
when I
that
came into
works.
Solana, I essentially decided that I was going to be like I was gonna be loud. And like I'm actually a pretty loud person, like in person. Like if I know you and we're just like hanging out and like fucking around, like I'm a pretty loud person. But like when it comes to like sharing my art and stuff, I'm usually pretty quiet about it. Like I'll just like put it out there and then like what
Mm,
happens happens. And when I'm burnt out and overwhelmed, that is what I default to. But like true like the true Hyblinxx that I want to be and that I am when I am like fully like I've got a full cup and I'm ready to go.
yeah.
I'm very loud and I will send my art to people and I will talk to people about their art and I will bug people if I just want to get to know them. Like when I first came into the space, I wanted art from all the people that I thought were fucking awesome because I was just like I need to get a piece of their art because like if this stuff fucking moons, I'm not gonna be able to afford anything. So like now is
Mm,
the time.
yeah.
And anything I bid on, HGE would bid on immediately after me. And it got to a point that I thought that he was like tracking my wallet because I was like, I don't know how you're always on like everything that I'm bidding on. And I was just like, you know what? No, like this is a moment that I can make somebody see me, somebody who apparently wants to buy art. So I was just in his DMs, like sending angry gifts, crying gifts anytime he outbid me. Like I was just like, what are you doing to me? I would big it public. I was like
Oh,
the big
that's funny.
troll. And then like he ended up buying my third Genesis piece. So like it worked out and it's something that like I never would have done in any other situation. But like I've gotten to the point that like I know that when I'm at my best, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I just need them to see me and see my artwork. And it usually nets out pretty awesome. So
That's amazing. I love that. I absolutely love that because I'm a big believer in that, right? Of creative, like authentic expression.
mhm.
And so when you're talking about that, it feels like you're just like your battery's full, right? So you're just like, all right, this is Blinks, just boom, out there into the world.
Mhm.
Confident, loud, just like you just need to be seen, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. That's amazing. So you broke the rule of
I
coming
broke the
into the
rule of
Solana
like kind
space
of
that
being
way, right?
polite too. Like I just feel like I'm usually a relatively like in order for me to get like a lot of my corporate jobs, it's just much more like reserved and like I will be
Mm,
emailing people, I'll be calling people, I'll be persistent, but I'm not going to be like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why'd you outbid me?" Which is what I was like in like all of my DMs. So just like I was just like I'm removing the
yeah,
sheen of respectability politics. I'm not like actually mad at anybody. I'm not actually mean or whatever. I just want people to notice me and like talk to me. And so I was just like I'm just going to be the rawest version of myself online and we'll see if I can make some friends. And I did, which is great.
that's sick. I love that. You see, that's one way to do it. And to be fair, I feel like my story on breaking the rule has a similar energy to it, even though it is different. But we'll go to Joyce next, and I'll go last. So Joyce, when did you
Okay,
break the rules?
okay. Just to vibe on what Blank just said, I think me, I'm like very much the same. I'm like before Web3, I'm super extremely like introverted when I do art, just like shoot it out and be like, hope you like it. See you next
She said, "Peace."
Yeah. So when this whole like Web3 thing started, tweeting is tweeting and spaces in Discord and just like have to constantly communicate is so difficult. It's still difficult now, but I think I've like
Mhm.
practiced enough to I can put on a front and be like, this is what I am. This is Joyce on Twitter.
Yes.
I love that.
And I think it's almost like a self discovery moment with like growing in Web3. I'm like, oh, I have this other extremely extroverted side that I don't know how it fits in with all of the like the me that I thought I am. So yeah, I've just been having a little existential crisis, especially coming off of um, like who am I now? I don't know. But yeah, I think.
I'm,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, I think that's really cool. I think both of you kind of came into this space and tapped into either an untapped energy of yours or an energy that you kind of haven't been tapping into for such a long time, right? So you revisited that energy. And I think that's amazing because it reminds you, like, yo, I can feel this way. Like, I can be loud and bold and, like, yo, what's up? Not just so reclusive all the time. So I think that's
Yeah,
absolutely amazing for both of you guys. That story, similar vibe. That's awesome.
yeah. And for me, I'm kind of a rule follower, so my breaking the rule, I feel like isn't really breaking the rule, but just like kind of pushing the boundaries. And so when the work you were showing earlier, like the my kindling series, that style kind of came in the moment of you know like fuck it, I just want to do what I love and experiment and like take all of the tools from here and there and try to combine them together. It's like I don't know how to do 3D very well. It's okay. I'll just like draw on top of my 3D model in Photoshop and make it work. So
Yeah.
it's not really breaking the rule, I guess, um, but yeah, I guess that's me. What about you?
That's dope, man. I mean, like I said, this is just all inspiring. I feel like the audience can get a real understanding of like what our perspective is on things, right? How we came up on certain things. And for me, breaking the rules, I have plenty, but I would say to kind of keep it towards the keeping the people inspired. I always found ways to kind of like the same way that Hyblinxx was talking about is how to be seen, right? And so I did it into like my most recent ones, I guess, or like my biggest pivots was um I used to design jackets, right? And
Oh my
I
God, I
kind
was
of
hoping you'd talk about this.
yeah, so it was like this like aha moment. I was like super bumming out, very low point in my life. I was going through a breakup. I was just like having existential crisis as well. Like, yo, what am I doing with my life? Am I happy? Like, who am I? Type of thing. And I just had the idea of like, okay, designing a jacket and getting it into the hands of like an artist, right? Like a celebrity, I guess. And I noticed that Jaden Smith was going to be around in my area. And I remember I was like, you're thinking like, yo, this is a very small venue, like maybe 100, 150 people max. If I make a jacket and take it, right, and kind of just do this, like he's bound to see it, right? And so it's on him whether he acknowledges it or just like ignores it. And, to make a long story short, he saw it, right? And he took it, he put it on the stage, and I was just like, what the fuck just happened, dude? Just taking content like photo, video. The audience was just kind of like looking at me like, who the fuck is this guy, right? Like absolutely crazy. And I was just
That's
like, wow,
amazing.
what if I do that again, right? And I did it again and again. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And that's actually what kind of jump started like my socials, right? Like Instagram, all that stuff. And then I did the same thing with paintings because I realized like, okay, there's only so much I can make with like a jacket design, and like California is expensive, so I need to find another way to make more money, yo. And so I was like, paintings, like Cause, Murakami, all these guys are like making a killing, so I can do that too. And so I did the same thing. I made a painting and I took it to a gallery and I literally just had it in my hand. So I was just like, how do I get this in here? Right. And I remember like the
Oh
lady
my
looking
god,
at me.
yes.
She was just like freaking out, kind of like, that's not how we do things. Like, you need to email me, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, okay, I understand. But like, just look at it. Like, what do you think? And she finally calmed down. She's just like, you know what? Like, that's actually kind of nice. And at that very moment, like the gallery owner is like walking in and she sees like me over here with the receptionist and she's like, is he dropping off? Like, what's going on here? And she's like, no, no, like he's like just like came in here like with the painting. And then she was like, what? Like, what's going on? She looks at it, she's like, actually, here, send me like the rest of the stuff that you have, like to my personal email. She gives me
Oh,
her card. I'm just like, that's it. I'm in. I got it. And I did get it. That was like the first gallery that took me for like a
that's
year.
crazy.
Yeah. But I was
Oh
just like,
my
fuck
god.
it. Yeah.
I
Just
feel
so like
like
in your face.
I feel like it's no longer breaking the rules. It's having the audacity to just like
Yeah.
do
That's
what you
true.
want to do. Cause like, yeah, like honestly, like if the first idea that comes to your mind when you're like thinking of a new idea, like how many times do you like walk yourself back from that first initial like pure like, oh, I could just make a jacket and like hold it up. Like I could literally just be like,
Right?
hey,
It's
like
just, yep.
just having the audacity to do like the most like public thing or like the most like it's the jumps, making the leap. Like fucking
I
amazing.
was nervous as
Oh my
fuck, by
god.
the way. Like, I remember I was in my car, I had the jacket, right? And I'm like, what am I doing, bro? Is this gonna work out? I remember I had like some whiskey. I was like taking shots. Like, I was just like, my
Like,
heart's
let's go.
racing, right?
Let's
I'm like,
go.
I walked to the line with this jacket by myself, by the way. People are like staring at me, like, you know what I mean? Like, what is he doing?
You're
It
like
was
the
just,
bravest person I know, honestly. Like the amount of stuff that like you do by yourself that is just like so awe-inspiring. Like every single time you'll be like, yeah, I'll just fucking go to a club by myself. And I'm just sitting here like, I won't even like go to McDonald's by myself. Like I
Oh my god, yes. Same.
it's nerve wracking, but I
but you
think,
do it anyway, which is just like the coolest shit ever.
thank you.
Like,
That means a lot, for
so
real.
cool.
Because to be fair, I'm not like, and I wouldn't say I'm an extrovert. Like, I'm actually very shy and very like, I'm an emotional person, right? I feel a lot, but I've gotten pretty good on knowing how to like maintain myself, right? For a certain period of like period of time. And so now I'm kind of just like, how do I express more without looking so crazy? Because like my real friends, I'm like, bro, I'm like, I have like three personalities. It's like all over the place, and they really know me. But like to you guys, it's like you guys know like the art side of me, right? Like the Lyco. I'm just like, go out with me one time. I'm like, I'm fun. I'm fun, but like there's a lot, for sure. For sure. Like,
I think everybody's kind of like that. Like
yeah.
I used to be someone who was really afraid to like mix friend groups because like I truly felt like I was a chameleon and like I could get along with anybody, but I just always took my friends at face value that like they are who they are and like they're not going to change at all. But like when you think about it, like all of us have like a different mask or face for whatever
Yeah.
situation and it can truly be us. Like it's not always a defense mechanism or something like that. So like I think it's cool. Like, I think it's cool when people have like those different sides of them that could be turned on based off of the energy in the room. It's just like it's so much
Yes.
fun.
You get
Like
it.
because I'm a different person. Like if I'm out like partying and clubbing, and then also like I'm a completely different person if I'm playing like if I'm playing first person shooter video games than I am if I'm playing like Don't Starve Together. Like it's just like I really enjoy from Solana meeting everybody in their artist personality and then starting to see like who they are outside of it. Like finally getting into like people's streams and like group calls and then like group chats that aren't about art. It's really just fun to see how diverse our community is and then also just like how cool everybody is. Like everybody, like as much as they are so into their own art, like they're into so many other things. And then it just like makes the experience of having art friends even more rich. Cause I'm just like, not only are your brains beautiful, but then you also do like all this other shit outside of it. It's just it's so
That's
cool.
so true. That is so true. And I guess we'll end it at this. It's like for the people seeing this, I think all of this was a process, right? I feel like if I would have asked you guys, even myself actually, of thinking about doing some like a live stream where we're just kind of just chatting, talking about art, perspectives and stuff, in video format, especially in Web3, like a few months back, I wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? This was kind of like a process of like just getting to know you guys, getting to know myself. What do I actually want to do? How do I want to do it? And right, and the fact that we're here now, like doing this in video, like being docs, right, in this space where a lot of people are anonymous. It's been a journey for sure. So this is really cool, and I just want to say thank you guys for like tuning in, spending some time with me, right? Just kicking it, chatting. It's a beautiful thing, right? I feel like people are able to see the true organic connections and the way we just are with each other. I think that's super important for everybody to see. So thank you guys for joining. It's
Yeah,
been
thanks for
amazing.
inviting us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for
it's been
having us.
fun. Yeah, it's been super fun. And
Before we go, I need to take a picture.
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely,
I'm gonna take a
definitely.
screenshot.
All right, and then you guys can send it to me. Yay! Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm telling you, this is fun, and I'm gonna continue doing these for as long as I can, and
Yeah.
hopefully, we get some other people in. We can run this bag on different topics. Maybe next time I'll have like, you know what? I think it'll be fun to do some like, if I put up like videos, right? Let's say, for instance, like Jean-Michel Basquiat interview, right? And kind of seeing how he is like taking these questions and like kind of presenting himself. I think that would be pretty cool for us to like, view that as a group and then talk about it, right? I think that would be pretty cool. So like stuff like
Ooh,
that. So
I'm
for
down.
next time. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Is there anything else you guys want to say to the audience before we close this out?
Um, I don't know. Morning mints are coming back in 2 weeks. I literally have
Yo,
nothing to shill. Morning mints are coming back in 2 weeks. The new Call of Duty game just dropped. Like, I don't
I love that. Great, that's great.
know.
It's like complete
And
different
I'm gonna go
areas.
find Joyce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to chat
Oh,
about.
that's right. You guys better connect. That'll
Yeah.
be so cool. Joyce,
Dude, that'd be so
do
much
you have
fun.
anything coming out anytime soon or anything you want to show to the people?
Yeah, I'm gonna show. So,
Let's go.
Rocky
Go.
Embroidery Boy, GM for real. Also, we have me and Duke plus one, amazing artist. We've been working on a three-part collab. Part one was the Solana Breakpoint collab, and part two is coming out next Wednesday. And
Let's
I got
go.
a merch shop cooking up for critters coming next year, that which I'm
Ooh.
pretty hyped. So stay tuned.
Damn. Okay,
Go. See,
Joyce.
see, you got it
Woo.
down. I literally like have okay. Hold on, let me redo this.
You got this. You got
Okay. Hoodlums is coming back. If you get a hoodlum, you have
this.
access to the
Ooh.
deeper parts of my Discord, and you're gonna get a custom hoodie that no one else has, which is gonna be amazing. And then as well, when you buy a hoodlum, part of it is donated to causes that help children. So we
That's
love the
fire. I didn't
kids.
know they were coming back. And then I've seen those
Yes,
samples,
they're
by the
coming
way.
back.
They're insane. Those hoodie
You guys
samples,
are all gonna be
fire.
surprised, very surprised at what comes out because those samples are being adjusted.
And they were already crazy, so I can only imagine.
Wait,
Freaking
do
sick.
you sew them yourselves or?
Oh, I'm working with EB. He's helping me do a cut and
Ah,
sew piece. We've been working on it for over a year because he's like the most patient person in the world. But
he's the
yeah,
best.
he
Hey, shout out to
is.
him. There you go. That's
Also,
awesome.
yeah,
Damn.
shout out Embroidery Boy. Go check him out. Check out his shit. and also he makes the coolest merch for like almost
Yeah,
everybody on Solana. If you are part of the
yeah.
Nocturne and you're gonna get one of those bags, he helped work on those. Like seriously. And
He also
also
he
I've
also worked
seen
on
some of
some.
Joyce's merch, so
Damn.
it's
Looking
gonna
I
be
know
forward to
you.
it,
Oh
guys.
yeah, he also
That's
did All in
amazing.
Time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, did he?
Mhm.
Yeah. So like get all that. He also did like the Utes hoodies and
Damn. He's killing it.
something else. Like he's crazy.
He
Also like the connections that he has and like the brain that he has for like fulfillment and like manufacturing fabrication. That's what it is.
and,
There you
Like
go.
and his
brilliant.
attention to detail too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
Shit.
it's amazing. Basically, like if you wanted a hoodie where like all of the threading was like hot pink and like all of the tags were like lime green, and then you wanted like stars like bursting out of it, he'd be like, "Yeah, we'll figure it
I
out."
got you. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It's insane.
Which
Oh,
is that's hard. That's hard to do. Like
yeah.
it's not
Also, some,
easy.
some EV Alpha, even though his name is like Embroidery Boy, he doesn't just do clothing. He also does everything: keychain, cards,
Yes.
cheese, everything,
Damn.
everything you can name.
He's like the merch god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the shit, rugs, like whatever you want. He's
yeah,
got a hookup.
yeah.
Like
Damn.
he is the connect that you need for all merch.
Oh yeah. Shout out EV.
Shout
So
out EB. Yeah, that's not easy, dude. I got because for my show, we just dropped our second collection, right? Which is kind of like yeah, I guess you can categorize it as a merch brand. And man, it's a pain in the ass, like producing it, like all the little
Oh my
details. It's
god, yeah.
just so much. I'm like, yo, people who do this, like it's a lot. It's a whole nother full-time job. So it was very difficult. So shout out EB for being able to do that at such a custom level. Cause damn, dude, I learned the hard way for sure. But
wait,
yeah, we just dropped our second collection. Is two hoodies, two shirts, and then we're doing a hat. It's in like production right now, and which is crazy because it'll eventually turn like a cut and sew brand. But for now, it's like I really want to learn like the ins and outs of producing, and I definitely learned um, a lot so far for this second collection. But yeah,
is
that's it.
is the hoodie you're wearing one of that?
No, no, this is a Kid Cudi hoodie. This is a it says
Oh,
"Swim in the
Kid
Light."
Cudi.
I
Yeah,
really
I'm a
like it.
huge Kid Cudi fan.
Hell
So
yeah.
I always have his merch. This is one of them. Really cool hoodie. Um, but yeah, I'll be sharing more stuff throughout the days. We got like new videos coming out and stuff. But the collection is cool. Very simple, but like really cool designs. Eventually they'll get more complex in due time once we get to like the cut and sew stuff. Cause yeah, it's a lot. So for now, simple design, just dope stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll close it out, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We do this every Friday, similar time, and yeah, much love to everybody going into the weekend. Have fun, be safe, and we love you. So,
Have a good
deuces.
weekend, guys.
Yeah, see you
Bye.
Bye.
guys.
Peace.
Hyblinxx, Joyce, love you. Bye.
Bye.